my dear, and welcome to this introspective message. Let's see what you need to hear right now. Trust that there's something here that might help you in the long run. Alrighty. Never apologize for being too much, because no, you're not normal, and that's a blessing. This one was also fallen out. Oh, how funny! Actually, this card is not meant to be here. This is from a different deck, and the fact that it came out. You look at that. Being the odd one out, sticking out like a sore thumb because maybe there is a difference to you in regards to other people, and then there is a feeling of being too much because it doesn't fit into the standards that you see. Because that's not meant to be here. Alrighty, but this one is a friendly deer offering some friendship. True friends are one of life's greatest gifts. Keep them close. They truly are. Friendships, people, because think about it, a friendship is a connection that you make with a human being where there is no necessity for you to be friends, right? When you have family members, it's a different thing, because there is a necessity to be in connection in some way or another. To be truly friends with someone means you see another person, you see their soul, you see them for who they are, and you say, I love you, and I appreciate you, and I want the best for you, and I'm here when you need that. And you have that on both sides. That is true, I'd say, friendship, to really be friends. And I think sometimes these days, friendship is used, the word, and to say to be friends is used in a way that I personally don't fully subscribe to, because for me, friendship is that. And other things, anything else, is more of an acquaintance level, if that makes sense. Even though in our verbal language and the way we use it, we say, oh, that's my friend, even though it's someone you just see because of work every day or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And you're not actually in that kind of a relationship. But your true friends, the ones that you keep closest, that you feel safe with, that you feel seen by, are being highlighted right now. Maybe especially in a time where you might be feeling like the odd one out. When you are the odd one out, you sometimes are also able to spot the odd ones out easier. And when you find your tribe of peoples, and those people that become your real and true friends, it is so healing to that part of you that potentially feels like you are not right, or too much, or too little, or something is off with you because you don't fit into certain standards. Because then you see, no, it's just whatever is going on with me is maybe not as common, and that means you need to, go around, and every 10th or 100th person is going to actually be someone you get on with, and that's okay as well. Okay, well, we're going to get into the tarot, or actually, do we want to get one more of these to make it free? If you know me, that's what I do. A cat, playfulness, there you go. Reminding you to have fun with it. This is bringing up an idea or a memory that I had once, an interaction with someone who had taken a course of reading tarot, and the conversation in a group came around this topic of tarot. And I think I was doing something, like the cards came up, I think I brought my cards out, and then a card came out, and the person said to me, you have to stop doing what you're doing now, or if this card comes out, then that means that you have to do that. It was a very definite way of looking at it, and it came from it felt to me like someone who feels isn't safe yet in their ability, so they have to hold on to certain rules. Does that make sense? For example, if you play an instrument, let me put this card down. If you play an instrument, or any ability, can even be something like typing, because that's something a lot of people do these days, most people do. The more you do it, the less you're consciously thinking of it. So it becomes it gives you freedom to do what you want to do. And maybe what I'm getting to is sometimes people don't have that level of freedom in their expression yet. So they hold on to rules. And playfulness, on the other hand, is doing things in a way where you're just trusting that whatever comes out is meant to be. I mean, the fact that so many languages call playing an instrument, right? You are playing it. You're having fun with it. You're just doing whatever the fuck you want, and you should be allowed to do that. There's so much elitism in the music world as well. Why is the music highlighted? We don't know, my dudes. We trust and we go with it. A cat at play is wholly in the moment. What is that word? Wholly. I guess fully. A cat at play is fully in the moment. Embrace your sense of playfulness. Exactly. To be in the moment, this is what I mean. When you reach this level of freedom where you're not having to think about the next step or into these extremes or like ultimatums. Like, for example, this card comes out, so you have to do this, you know? You don't have to do anything. Just like you don't have to follow a chord to another chord. Do whatever you want. Do whatever feels right to you. Whatever brings you joy. Whatever allows you to tap into the playfulness that comes from creation. Whatever it is that you do. Could even be you cooking, like go have fun, do whatever. There's rules to it, whatever, do what you want. Oh, did you see that? Yeah! The King of Cups, someone who is emotionally secure and feels good. Also emotionally fulfilled, my dear, specifically. The king has reached a level of mastery of whatever suit he is in. The cups are your emotions. They're your feelings. They're this ocean within you that sometimes gets a little bit more stressed out and maybe wilder, and sometimes it's really flat and nothing's happening. This king sits in it, whatever happens, and he in a way also dictates it. So he's able to manipulate the emotion in a way as well. So that means not pushing down something, like for example, there's an emotion come up and just getting rid of it. That is not what the king does. A king in this position, if it was in this position, maybe, but in this position, it is someone who is like, oh, let's say I am getting anxious or I'm getting angry. What can I introduce now into the system that allows me to get back to a different place? Rather than saying, I'm not looking at that, I'm focusing on where I want to be. Let's acknowledge the path to get from one to the other. That is kind of what the king has learned. Oh, I'm so pumped. These last few readings have been such positive energy, and I'm very excited because I think it's been just so much happening in this world, and also energetically, whatever's been picking up on these readings, whatever I've been picking up on, it's just been so much going on. And now I feel like I really feel like this is a very special time. And with the Four of Wands in my hand here, this card came out in the last reading as well, so you might want to check that out. But the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It is a card of reaching a threshold. This can show some sort of an event coming up, a party of some sort potentially, but it is reaching a threshold, reaching a certain level of stability in what you have achieved in life. So, my dear, you have achieved what? Let's acknowledge it. From what we have here, just those few cards, you have achieved to acknowledge and view people for the relationship that you want to have with them, not just what you want to have with them and what you have. So you've been able to acknowledge and to examine relationships and say, oh, this person is someone I can see a friendship with, is someone that I see as a true friend, and maybe this person is not someone that I would put into that category. So there's a distinction a little bit that comes from you understanding that when there is a feeling that you get of you having to change something about you, when it is not you doing anything that is hurtful to another person, it's simply your way of existing. So instead of trying to fit into groups and people that you maybe not jive with, you're kind of allowing the space to find your tribe, to find the people, to allow it to take the time that it needs. Coming from an understanding that you are not too much. Again, you're not too much. It's all good. You just got to find the peoples. This is the King of Cups speaking, right? Instead of turning away and focusing on like, I just really want to be, for example, friends with these people, you can say, I want to have friends that are like this. You see what I mean? So then the expectation is no longer, this is also something that you then put onto people potentially. On the people, it's about you and it's your choices and it's your autonomy in your life and the people that you keep around yourself. It is your choice, my dear. But be playful with it. Be playful and trust that there's something coming about that you have been working hard on in regards to your stability, I think. Anything else that we need to speak about? The Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. Ooh, a matter of a heartbreak and deep pain. Three of Swords, the swords in general, they are the mind. They speak on communication, on everything that quickly seems to take up our perception. And here, this could be speaking of a specific heartbreak. Maybe it is in relation to people in your life, whether it is a romantic heartbreak or a friendship heartbreak, but a pain that, you felt deeply and that left a mark. And you see here, though, already in this particular deck, a lot of times you have the swords in the heart. The swords are no longer there, they've been healed. Healing a broken heart, learning maybe to patch yourself up, I don't know. You have the Two of Swords in reverse that came out with it as well. An indecisiveness that had to be addressed. Because this is the card of you being at a point where you have to make a decision. Either this decision already has happened and it is in your past, or potentially this is rather embracing the indecisiveness. Seeing that, healing that, which was maybe you not truly acknowledging where there is a real friendship, or maybe there is a perceived one, or a hope for something, that isn't very grounded or equal in the sense that you need it to be. All right, dear, we're going to finish your reading with one last of these. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe you want to like. And if you ever want a personal reading, you can find that in the description. Peaceful folks, recharge. Take time out from life's demands. Rest, refresh, and restore. Beautiful. Just continue working on staying true to yourself, being in a good headspace so you can be in a playful mood. To be playful, you have to be free of trouble. All right, my dear. And have a lovely rest of your day. I hope to see you here again soon. Bye-bye.